And all greetings, this is Gilles Mancier. I wanted to come and wish you a wonderful day for this 11-11-11 portal. It is a very, very essential portal. Of course, we want to avail ourselves for those time, for anything can emerge from those there's all amazing energy that is being communicated, downloaded. Sometimes it happens on a conscious level, which is at the time of the 11-11 portal. And sometimes nothing happens on a conscious level, but the codes are being unfolded and then it unfolds later on. So trust that, trust the new energies that may be coming to you. I'm going to pull 5 cards from the archangels and say, well, the past is, we come from, is the 10 of Gabriel. Ask the angel to place the people capable to help you on your way. You are working too much. You do always too much to please others. So the past has been about understanding those responsibilities that are not ours, those things that are taking more energy, that are giving us. For it is good to be in assistance, in help, but if we're always doing that and we don't take care of ourselves, at the end we lose. And no matter what we've given to others, it won't be very meaningful if we're not happy within them. So it is about selecting, asking the universe to provide all the support system for our life. What we are now is the 6 of Ariel, magnificent. Your material means are fulfilled in an unexpected way, as by magic. Sign of kindness, giving and receiving with gratitude and acknowledgement. So it is about, it's all about that. And what is coming in the future is actually the unfoldment, the magic, the miracle. And here she is, the beautiful Ariel. The 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are becoming realized. We have nothing for nothing. Loving the beautiful things that life offers. For life is filled with beauty, and it's just for us to find those things that make us feel good, that make it where we can sense the feeling, the beauty, and tune to that, and to look at life through the eyes of love, and so we will be much less. Sometimes we have this ego mind that is critical, is like and dislike, I like that, I don't like that. But sometimes, and then that's perfectly appropriate in relation to know what we want and what we like. But when it comes to other people, sometimes our mind, we see things on the internet that we feel is completely insane, or with people on the street that dress like completely. But rather than having judgment, is to respect and honor the fact that they are fulfilling something for themselves, and life will teach them. So, and if there is some distortion, something that is that may be prejudicial to them, rather than confronting them with it, is sending them love and light, this violet fire, so they can transmute and find their own light and life. So what we're working on is the 8 of Raphael. She has to pass through a bridge. It says, the best is waiting for you. Do what you know is good for you, a spiritual quest. So she has to go through this bridge, and she has to let go of this treasure, and so it's not about being afraid to let go of the past for a time, and trust that once we go through our journey, when we come back, whatever is essential and meaningful for us will still be there. We can go on to the higher planes. We will not lose all this the wealth of connection that we have here. It is a matter of trust. And the outcome is the Ace of Gabriel, which is the power, the empowerment, the enlightenment, the self-empowerment, the card of power. It says passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The occasion, the opportunity to do something marvelous is opening itself to you. Rejoice. So it is very much about rejoice was the first oracle of Delft. So you say you are entering into a garden of delight, into the realm of the realm of the sacred, the divine. So rejoice, be happy. The painting behind me is called Urantia, 606 of Satania. It's a painting from 1994. I was living in Miami Beach at the time, South Beach, 1993, 1994, 93 maybe. And I've never taken picture of it, but I think it's pretty good. And I did one of the moon. And I thought like maybe I could retouch it, but it's very, very delicate, although it's got this incomplete look. Reworking on old paintings as the style has evolved is very, very delicate, so I might just leave it as it is. And A little anecdote about 11/11. In 1985, I was living in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I was managing an art gallery there, and my mother had a friend that was named Solara, who wrote a book named 11/11. A beautiful book, if you ever read it, if you have a chance. Very powerful book. All those books that are very old, that were channeled, are still up to date in many sense, because they come from a timeless perspective. And so this. I was really not into channeling or anything like that. Never heard of it, but I wasn't really. So my mother invited me to this conference and to say, well, come and see this lady speaks. And so I came all the way. I sat to the last rank in the darkest place, just not to be visible there. Just wanted to be there as a spectator. And so she answered a few questions, and then she was channeling a collective entity named Theo, which we send greetings and love and blessings, and we're always receiving grace and guidance from all kinds of spirit form, from all kinds of spirit groups. And so the spirit groups, they actually came to find me at the end of the day, say, hey, you over there, don't forget your spirituality. You have an important role in this part of that we are playing. So it was the first time that I was in contact with a direct channeler. It was and our book was 11/11, so it's just funny. So I'm going to pull 4 cards from the Akash. The highest wisdom for us is the healer. Being the healer, it's about healing, finding completion, finding wholeness. What we need to do is the transport. We need to pull all those wagons. We need to stay on track. We need to be comfortably seated in our seat of power, in our empowerment, so we can flow with this flow of life. This flow of life is a stream of consciousness. It is us. We are the flow of life. And so once we stop fighting ourselves, everything will flow. And so it is really what the 11/11 is releasing. What we need to do is Asia. So here it is about flowing with the flow. The Buddha is in perfect perfect beingness, is in samadhi, is not subject to the push and pull of the third dimension. And this is really what we need to do, to breathe and to find the serenity, to purify. And the outcome is health. We're going to move into a natural state of health that will be more supportive to receiving the new energies, because those new energies are very, very intense and very, very powerful. And so before we can embody more of that divine energy, we need to make some space, so there'll be more more energies can converse through us. Eventually we want to become part of connected in the fullness of our higher self, to be in full consciousness, to be one with our God self. And so all of this is happening as we wish it, as we believe it, as we work with those energies. They are being anchored, and we can develop and listen to the voice, the call of the heart each and every day. Every day there is new guidance, that is coming to us. If we pay attention, we can receive that guidance and do not have any judgment in relationship to what you are able to do in relationship to the guidance. Sometimes it takes a while to be able to align ourselves to that perfect flow. So do not be in judgment of yourself or others for lacking, or for everything. Will come back into the wholeness of the one eventually, and trust that everything is in divine perfection, eternal perfection. Everything has always been and always will be. It's just for us, we have this program that we need to fulfill in order to align ourselves with that perfection and that divine order called Eunomia, this planet in the sky called Eunomia. And there is dysnomia, the disorder, divine disorder, and eunomia, divine order. We want to move in that direction, for everything follows the law of one. We want to become one with the law. As we become one with the law, we are free. The truth shall set us free, as the Christ once said, beloved friend. So let's just finish with the little beginning of a song, just to finish with a few musical notes. It goes like this. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arm. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken, so I bowed my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'm going to stop there. But I wish you a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this day. Well, there will be much that will continue to unfold as in the next few days. Do not hesitate to to share your thoughts and ideas about what's going on, to help and assist others to avail themselves to those energies. I will return to you shortly, inshallah, as you say, if God willing, and I send blessings and I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you. Namaste.